We continue the flashback of him and his friends, a week after they arrived at the capital, and when Sham joined the party of the Sorrowful Souls. They were celebrating the completion of their missions. But Luke was frustrated, because his oath sword had broken. Of course it broke. What did you expect from a wooden sword against real monsters? Strangely, they had already encountered a Cyclops in a vault that was supposed to be only 3rd rank. His friend explains, a Cyclops is a 4th rank beast. While they're talking, one of the hunters overhears and mocks them. So you kids are saying you defeated a Cyclops? What a joke. There's no way a creature like that would appear in a 1st rank vault. Admit it, you ran away. Otherwise, you wouldn't be standing here alive. But then, one of the girls interrupts him, tossing down a bag. Take a look in here, old man. He opens it, and freezes in shock. Inside is the Cyclops' eye. The man screams in terror. Cray smirks. That's why I warned her not to take the head with her. And that was just one small glimpse of their journey, the group that was destined to become the strongest party since their youth. Back in the present, Tina and her group, exhausted after barely defeating a monster, take a moment to rest. Gray asks Gilbert why he didn't use his fire. Gilbert replies, "It seems the staff is drained, and I don't know how to recharge it." He recalls what Cray once did, realizing that must be the reason. Rhodey and Taha suggests they withdraw. Gray agrees. This situation is nothing like what we were told. If this monster was here, chances are the people we were sent to rescue are already long dead. But Tina refuses. No, we stick to the plan. Besides, we haven't even reached the vault yet. We can't withdraw now. Gray argues back. But isn't rescue the priority? What's the point of continuing if the ones we're supposed to save are already gone? Shouldn't we prioritize our own lives? Tina insists. No, I'm certain they're still alive. The leader never makes mistakes. Even the staff being drained, this was part of his plan. He wants us to fight with our own strength, not rely on relics. The leader never errs. Let's go to the vault. When they arrive, they find many of the same monsters they had just fought. This proves it wasn't an isolated case. Every one of these creatures is the same. Tina explains, this place, the White Fang Den, was originally the lair of the Silver Moon Wolves. It was built to match their massive size. Judging by how huge these monsters are, they might not even be able to move properly inside the cave. That works to our advantage. We fight them inside. Gilbert offers, I'll charge in first. If I can take out their bows and guns, the rest will be easier. Tina snaps at him. Don't be reckless. My duty as leader is to bring everyone back alive. This time, I'm testing myself as a commander. Here's the plan. Rhodey and I will draw their attention. Since we're the fastest, you and Gray flank them from behind. Their weapons are useless at close range. And no matter what, we're not sacrificing anyone. Meanwhile, Cray is speeding toward them, muttering bitterly. Tina, I hope you're still alive. Even if you have to sacrifice your team and use them as shields, just stay alive. The battle begins, and thanks to teamwork, they manage to hold their ground, even though the enemy is far stronger. Power means nothing without cooperation, and that's something the monsters lack. Another wave of beasts arrives. Tina analyzes calmly. Even though this is just a temporary party, our formation isn't bad. Gilbert may have a rotten personality, but he's strong. Gray's experience allows him to coordinate with the group. And Rhodey may not stand out, but she's skilled at identifying enemy positions. Without her, I wouldn't be able to focus. Together, we make a solid team. I knew it, the leader never makes mistakes. For the first time, Gilbert feels the joy of fighting alongside a team. He remembers his old party, the one that couldn't even keep up with his speed. He recalls leaving them out of frustration. None of you even tried to grow. I was blinded by anger and never considered their feelings. I never knew fighting with a team could be this enjoyable. Together, Gray and Taha distract a beast while Gilbert slices it down with his sword. They finally clear the monsters and push deeper into the cave, reaching a giant chamber. Tina senses something. There's someone here, most likely the boss. Gray hesitates. Shouldn't we retreat? But Tina shakes her head. We've come this far without a scratch. If we continue, I'm certain we can win. Being overly cautious won't help us grow. Safe missions will never make us stronger. Sometimes, you have to take risks. Gray reflects. You're right. Once a hunter reaches rank 4, they can earn enough money just by clearing lower rank vaults. That's why I always withdrew whenever I felt outmatched. I've seen too many of my comrades die in front of me. All of that made me afraid of risk.
Ah, I saw that. Where was it then?
Answered Gray. That's why I stayed at my rank for so long. Tina replies, let me guess. You joined the first 10 steps because you wanted to change that, right? That's why the leader placed you in this team.
Same with you, Gilbert. The leader wanted to save you both. All of this was part of his mysterious
Rhodey
plan.
asks, then why did he pick me? I don't even have any issues. Tina looks at her. Honestly, I don't know. But there must be a reason. They continue on. Meanwhile, in another dimension, Cray is still flying uncontrollably. Whoever made this thing clearly didn't think of brakes. And where's Tina? Did she die? He crashes into the cave, spiraling out of control. Back with Tina's group, they encounter the massive boss. It attacks ferociously, and they barely manage to dodge. Tina notices its body is completely armored, even its head. That must be its weak point. This has to be one of the leader's tests. I must defeat it, no matter what. She orders the others to block one attack while she handles the rest. Gilbert intercepts bravely. Gray takes the chance to strike, but his sword shatters instantly. The beast nearly finishes him off, until Rhodey saves him at the last moment. Then she grabs the broken sword, charges, and plunges it into the monster's head. The relic activates, its energy draining the beast away until its body vanishes. They've won, but Rhodey collapses, her leg badly injured. Tina heals her with a potion, though only partially. Gray grumbles about his broken weapon, but thanks Rhodey for saving him. Before they can celebrate, a massive spear suddenly flies toward them. 4 more monsters appear, each as strong as the boss they just defeated, and each wielding different weapons. One of them even has a machine gun. Tina curses. You've gone too far this time, leader. This test is impossible. Their only option is escape. Tina orders them to run toward a side passage, but one of the monsters blocks the exit. Gray and Gilbert glance at each other. They've made their decision. We'll be the bait. Tina, Rhodey, you're the fastest. Escape while we hold them off. At least this way, not all of us die. Tina hesitates, thinking of Cray. Is this really the only solution? Then she remembers his ring and gets an idea.
No one's dying here. If we target their eyes, we can all escape. Just distract them. I'll do the rest. They follow her plan.
Gray and Gilbert charge, while Rhodey throws knives, striking one in the eye. Tina recalls Cray teaching her how to aim using his ring. She lands a perfect hit, blinding the beast. This is their chance. But Gilbert, tempted, tries to finish it off.
Instead, he's struck and slammed into the wall. Tina runs to him. This is my fault. I failed to lead you properly. The monsters close in. Just as all hope seems lost, a blinding light bursts through the wall. It's Cray.
The monsters recoil in fear at his sudden entrance. Cray looks around. What the hell is all this? One monster charges him. but one of his rings activates, blocking the strike. Cray laughs. Sorry, buddy. I've got 17 lives. He unleashes a barrage of magical attacks, obliterating the chamber. Everyone is stunned. This is the true power of an 8th rank hunter.
But Cray admits to himself, I didn't mean to do all this. But wait, wasn't this supposed to be a 3rd rank vault? Why are there so many terrifying monsters? Even after all his attacks, the boss still lives. Turns out, Cray's flashy magic wasn't that strong. It only looked powerful. As more monsters gather, Cray panics. Is that one holding a machine gun? Thank God I brought 17 protection rings. Realizing there's no other way, he removes his necklace. The monsters freeze in terror, but instead of using it, he simply throws it in the air and detonates it, creating a massive explosion of smoke. Run, he shouts. They escape, though Tina struggles with her injury. Cray slows down to match her pace, though in truth, that was his real top speed all along. Tina, emotional, remembers the first time she met him. Back then, she had been kidnapped by slavers. Surrounded, she was told, no one's coming to save you, just give up. But then Cray and his friends stormed in, defeating them. From that moment on, she longed to join the party of the sorrowful souls. And Cray, can you help me help you? I have the word, I believe you. I hope. I have the word, I have my too. Back in the present, after escaping, Cray apologizes. Sorry, though I know words can't fix anything. Cray shrugs. Yeah, I use relics for everything. Got a problem with that? Cray asks if he managed to defeat the monsters. No, Cray answers. I held back. Let's just get out of here. They keep walking, everyone relying on him for salvation. But deep down, Cray feels embarrassed because he has no idea where they are or where the exit might be. He's simply walking forward, leaving it to fate. And by now, he's almost completely forgotten about the very people they were supposed to rescue. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what happens next.